Imagine if I told you that Bollywood's formula of action, romance, comedy, emotional drama, and spectacular dance numbers wasn't invented in Mumbai. In fact, the blueprint for what we call a masala movie today was written nearly 2,000 years ago. Long before cinema existed, an ancient Indian sage named Bharata Muni wrote a massive book on storytelling and performance called the Natya Shastra. And surprisingly, many of the things we associate with Indian cinema today, from song sequences to emotional roller coasters, can be traced back to this ancient text. So, did an ancient Sanskrit book accidentally invent Bollywood? Let's find out. The Natya Shastra is one of the world's oldest surviving guides to drama, music, dance, and storytelling. Scholars believe it was compiled sometime between 200 BCE and 200 CE. The text contains thousands of verses and covers everything from stage design and costumes to acting techniques and audience psychology. According to legend, the gods themselves requested a new art form that could educate and entertain ordinary people. So the creator god Brahma combined elements of the four Vedas and created Natya, dramatic performance. Bharata Muni was then entrusted with bringing this divine art to humanity. Whether or not you believe the legend, the impact of the Natya Shastra on Indian culture is undeniable. At the heart of the Natya Shastra lies one powerful idea: rasa. The word literally means essence or flavor. Bharata argued that the purpose of drama is to evoke emotional experiences in the audience. He identified 9 primary emotional states known as the Navarasas. These are Shringara, love and romance; Hasya, comedy and laughter; Karuna, sadness and compassion; Raudra, anger and fury; Veera, heroism and courage; Bhayanaka, fear and suspense; Vibhatsa, disgust; Adbhuta, wonder and amazement; Shanta, peace and tranquility. Now think about your favorite blockbuster movie. It probably has romance, a few jokes, an emotional tragedy, a villain who creates anger, a heroic climax, moments of suspense, and a satisfying ending. That's not a coincidence. That's Navarasa in action. The audience isn't supposed to experience just one emotion. They're supposed to experience all of them. Today, critics often use the term masala movie to describe films that mix multiple genres together. Action, comedy, romance, drama, music, everything packed into one film. But this idea of mixing emotional flavors is incredibly old. The Natya Shastra actually encouraged storytellers to combine different rasas to keep audiences fully engaged. A drama filled only with sadness could become exhausting. A story with only action could become repetitive. A performance needed variety. Sound familiar? Modern Indian filmmakers follow the same principle. A serious action scene is followed by comedy. Romance appears between conflicts. Emotional family drama raises the stakes. And songs provide moments of celebration and spectacle. The formula that dominates Indian cinema today is remarkably similar to the storytelling principles described centuries ago. Before we dive into this ancient mystery, if you love discovering the hidden history behind your favorite movies, make sure to like this video, leave a comment, and hit that subscribe button for more cinematic deep dives. Now let's address the fun question. Did the Natya Shastra invent item songs? Not exactly. There were obviously no movie cameras, playback singers, or dance clubs 2,000 years ago. However, music and dance were considered essential parts of dramatic storytelling. The text dedicates enormous attention to rhythm, movement, musical instruments, gestures, and expressive dance. Performances weren't meant to be purely spoken drama. They were multimedia experiences. Songs, dance, costumes, and spectacle all worked together to create emotional impact. In other words, the idea that audiences should enjoy dramatic storytelling mixed with memorable musical performances is deeply rooted in Indian artistic traditions. Modern song sequences may look very different, but the underlying philosophy is surprisingly ancient. When people talk about Bollywood's unique style, they often compare it to Hollywood. But Indian cinema didn't evolve in a vacuum. Many of its storytelling instincts have roots stretching back thousands of years. The emphasis on emotion, the blend of genres, the importance of music, the larger-than-life heroes, the emotional journey of the audience. All of these ideas can be connected to concepts discussed in the Natya Shastra. So the next time you're watching a movie that makes you laugh, cry, cheer, fall in love, and dance along to a song, remember this. The formula might be much older than you think, because long before Bollywood and Tollywood existed, Bharata Muni had already written a guidebook explaining exactly how to captivate an audience. And 2,000 years later, we're still following the script.